All right. Test, test, test. Okay, dokie. We are live here, and I'm just waiting for my co-host to show up. We should have a couple of folks joining me. I'm Ben of the Militant Casuals, and this is game number 36 of the Militant Casuals West Coast Jank Tank Online Tournament. Tonight's match is a matchup of two FO lists. On the one hand, we have TheRealFunBobby, Bobby Ott, Flying Avenger, Backdrafts, a Cyanide Jameis Engineer, and a Zeta Squadron Pilot. You've probably seen this list more than once on our stream if you've been listening in. And on the other side, we have Aaron Arnold, who I think is making his second appearance on the stream, might be first, flying Muse, TN3465, Hollow, and Captain Phasma. So both of our players tonight are 1-3 at this point. I'm going to put in chat, if I can remember, I'm going to put our point tracker so that you can get a sense of how folks are doing. Let me refresh the standings. So yes, Aaron and Bobby are both 1-3. Bobby picked 5th, and Aaron picked dead last. He deferred his pick until the end, and so Aaron will get the initiative choice when it comes down to it. So yeah, I should have with me tonight Lord Isophane himself, Daniel Lim, co-piloting with me, and until he gets his kids down to bed, I should also have the one, the only, the Mad Clanker, Tommy Wynn, joining me. But right now, I don't know where they are, so I'm just going to keep monologuing and hope that I don't lose.
No. Not the dreaded monologue.
Oh, it's good old Rick Riddell, fresh off his first loss of the season last night when his dice were defeated by Daniel's dice.
I was going to stay quiet to see how the monologue was going to last.
You bastard. So my fellow founders of the Militant Casuals here with me, at least at the moment, are the one, the only Rick Riddell. Now 4-1 in the tournament, and also Tommy, who is not 4-1, but is going to be fighting for that crucial 3-2 position against Brandon, who I think is 3-1 at the moment.
He is 3-1, correct. So
yeah,
we will see how this goes.
Yeah. So we'll be streaming that game later this week for sure, because who doesn't want to watch Tommy things up with his scum list?
I like that scum list. I really do.
It's a good list. It's not it's problem exists between player and table, not the list itself, right?
There's definitely an issue between keyboard and chair.
So yes, we have an FO on FO matchup tonight. What do you guys think of the lists? Let's start with you, Tommy.
I played Aaron game 1. I did have, there was definitely issues there with piloting on my side. But having Hollow, flanking around with Muse, TN, and Phasma kind of clumped together, where Phasma passes off those hits, was rather interesting. Plus, I think my dice failed. But it is a nice, decent jank list. It's not, it doesn't have too many interoperating pieces, but the two TIFOs and the SF together with Hollow flanking does make for at least some difficult decisions for the other player.
Yeah, and two of these ships weirdly have regen with deuterium power cells, so that's not a terrible thing either.
And I think we've seen Bobby's list, what, like 3-4 times
Yeah,
now?
I think
So
we've streamed every Bobby game because Bobby is so entertaining.
as long as he doesn't fly a ship off the board, his 3 ships with 3 attack dice seem much more threatening to me than Aaron's 4 ships.
As long as Bobby doesn't 4-straight Avenger.
Just specifically, if he ever 4-straights Avenger, he loses.
Yes.
That's right.
Wow, harsh.
I mean, it's how he lost his last game.
True. Okay, I mean true. So Aaron has.
Technically, he lost that last game because he bumped into the ESP and was Forlom got a lucky shot in.
Right. Yes.
Right.
Bobby had that game in hand if he hadn't self-bumped. It's true.
I was thinking about his game before that.
There was, by the way, there was some controversy about Bobby's decision making at the end of that game. So maybe it's a good opportunity to revisit that. So you were down to 1 hull on Forlom, right, Tommy?
Yep.
Yeah, and both of his ships had what, like 2 hull left, something like that?
Yeah, I think no.
Or was one like healthy and the other was down to 2 hull or something?
No, I think the Zeta Squadron pilot had 1 hull, and the Sinar test pilot had 2 hull.
Yeah. Okay. And so Patrick, good old Natty Patty, was ragging on Bobby for running away for the last 2 turns of the game, and I actually don't think that was the wrong decision. I think he could have turned around and tried to kill you, and that would have been fine. And I also think running away competently would have been fine. Unfortunately, he chose a squishy middle ground, quite literally.
And I think if he turned around to fight, I think one of the ships would have been out of position, depending on what sloops and talons he would have done. But,
so
during our running conversation, I didn't have any inkling of him, turning around to point guns at Forlom.
Rick, let's have you talk a bit. Tell us about your thoughts on these lists.
Yeah, so talking about the lists, I honestly think they are the 3rd and 4th best FO lists that were available. Part of that is because I think the Thanison list might have been the best list, and I don't know how it dropped as low as Daniel. But that's besides the point. Well, the one thing I don't like about Bobby's list is the lack of an ace. And so I think Hollow is actually going to run rampant through this fight, just with her ability to its ability to just kind of have its choice of opponents and arcs, and just double repositioning is good. And then just how everything else pans out, like I don't know. I think Aaron has an advantage on the merge, and so it's going to be onus on Bobby to manage that position wise and put himself in a strong position. If I were Aaron, I would be terrified of a plasma torpedo hitting Phasma or Tina. Actually, no, I'd be terrified of a plasma torpedo hitting Tina. But it's going to be a good game. It's going to be really squirrely. I think I expect to see some slower dials as they try to figure everything out. And if it comes down to it, the deuterium power cells are going to be massive on Hollow, because Hollow is the most expensive ship on the table and has regen and has the highest initiative. And so after meandering my way through all of that, what I would come back to and say is Aaron's win condition is don't let Hollow die.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because Hollow is only about 2 points more expensive than Avenger, but has that initiative bonus over Avenger. Avenger has the obviously 2 more health, which depending on how he uses that could be a real big deal or not. Hollow's ability is way better than Avenger, so that helps too.
The real big thing is that Aaron needs to be very, very careful here, because if he decides to kill something before Avenger shoots, Avenger can reposition to get Arc on Hollow, and or take a target lock after Hollow has passed tokens, and that's not ideal.
Yeah. Yeah, and worth noting that both players seemed happy to set up the rocks in a way that is going to clog up the middle and not make formations a big thing here. Not that we would expect either of these players to necessarily use formations, but it might make sense to keep Muse and Tien pretty close to each other and sort of flying together, and then probably Phasma with them as well, while Hollow is a free agent potentially. Much the same way that Avenger can be a free agent on the other end. So it looks like we are at Dials. We should probably remind them to turn off the grid so they don't play a full game with the grid on like certain casual militants earlier today.
So I joined the game as a player, so I can manipulate things like that as needed.
It might help to put a turn counter down too then.
Yep, I am working on that as
Bobby and I didn't need one.
Didn't need one what?
Turn counter.
You didn't use it, but you technically needed it. So dials are going down pretty fast. I haven't gotten to observe a lot of Aaron's games. Aaron's relatively... Aaron wasn't playing in the Bay Area when I was. At least I don't think he was. Bobby, obviously, we're very familiar with, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to watching how Aaron plays this game.
Aaron's semi-methodical, pretty cautious player from my round 1 game with him. So I expect a little bit more deliberate pace from him.
What if he was just afraid of you, Tommy?
Have you seen me fly Imperials? No one should be afraid of me flying Imperials.
But Tommy, you're a store champ.
This is true, and because of COVID-19, I'm a store champ for 6 more months.
Fair. All right, so the Sinar Jameis opens up movement. The only one initiative on the board, I think. And
yeet 5 forward.
Yep. And not really surprising. The FOs look like they're gonna one hard around the rocks that way.
The kind of interesting thing is all of Aaron's ships are cocked like 1 or 2 degrees to the bottom of the edge of the board.
Yeah.
That's obnoxious.
Let's not haze the poor new player.
Aaron's not new.
It's newer than when I lived there. That's new to me.
I think he's an East Bay player. Or he might be one of North Bay's with Langland.
No, he's not North Bay. That's Brian.
All I know is that I've seen Aaron's name popping up a lot in local tournaments
Right.
recently, and he's been performing pretty decently.
It's because he cocks his ships.
Yep, exactly. On the nose, I was under the impression this was going to be a drunk cast, so I have 3 beers lined up, and my goal is to finish them by turn 10.
I have a large Belgian beer by Monkless, so my commentary is brought to you by them.
I'm going to have a Corona after the Blue Moon into a Fireball-infused cider.
Hold on a second. I need to stop this for a second. No one gets drunk on a Corona followed by a Blue Moon unless they have never had beer before.
I said it's followed by a fireball-infused cider.
What's the ABV on that cider? What, 3?
Let's go look.
Hello there.
Hello,
There's no
it's Daniel.
There's no longer an X-Wing game going on. We're just going to comment on Rick's poor alcohol
Oh
choices.
God, we got to get you a higher class of beer, my friend.
3%.
Is it 3?
6.3.
Oh, 6.3. All right. You should drink that first and then follow it up with the rest.
Fireball.
Within
or
a
with
30
with the blue
within a
moon.
30-minute
I'll do
time span.
cider next. All right. What I will also add to all of this is something deeper. Yes, it's that my wine order that told me was going to arrive today did not arrive. Otherwise, I'd just do an entire bottle of wine by myself, and it would be great.
So, Daniel, we've kind of already done the lead into the game. We're on turn 1 here. I'm not really surprised to see Aaron kind of turn his whole list around the rocks, expecting Bobby to maybe try to skirt those rocks too. This does leave Bobby sort of an opportunity, and it looks like he's going to take it to, rather than send everybody around the edge of the rocks, send a couple people maybe squirrely between, or in the channel, I guess, between the 2 sets of rocks now. But I've got the list. Both lists are shared in the notes section if you're watching on Vassal.
I'm looking at that.
And you can just click through that to see the lists. And Daniel, if you want to take a second to absorb the lists and then share your sort of thoughts on both of them. Oh, that's a nice little move and boost by Hollow here.
Like a glove.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. So I played Bobby the previous round, and I think you streamed that game, so you saw that, how cold the dice were in that game. But Bobby has a very, it's a jank list, but he's got a lot of beef in it for considering it's a jank list. He's got the TIE, what do you call them? Silencers, the TIE SF, and another TIE FO. So he's got quite a bit of. They have a lot of agility and a lot of health considering their stat line. So Aaron's list I haven't seen yet, but it looks like it's got similar concepts to mine. He's got a couple of cheap TIE FOs, Hollow being his mini ace, followed by, looks like Phasma, just as a nice beat stick. Oh wait, no, this doesn't have the gunner, huh?
No, it doesn't.
Agile.
Does not.
It has agile gunner.
Yeah, which is useless. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not as punchy as my Upsilon with Tavson. Not Tavson. What's his name?
It doesn't know
Petty
how to roll
Officer
blanks.
Thanison.
Petty Officer Thanison.
Yes.
That can't roll blanks.
Rick's not bitter though. Yeah, I honestly,
No, of course not.
To build on what you were saying, Daniel, I think the biggest difference between these. So Bobby drafted 5th and Aaron drafted 16th, and the difference between the 2 lists is that Bobby doesn't really have any wasted points at all, whereas Aaron's got some wasted points on, let's call it, say delayed fuses and agile gunner, basically.
Mm-hmm. Deuterium power cells on Muse, which is kind of useless. The agile gunner's useless. Stealth device isn't that great on Phasma. It's okay, but it's not great.
Yeah, but it's not a total waste is all I'm saying.
So before we get there, let's say Phasma takes 1 damage, and then has to yeet it to somebody nearby. Does that turn stealth device off, or does that stay on?
You cancel the
Let's
damage
go to the
result.
cards.
You can't cancel the damage result, so you didn't take damage.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at the card right now.
Yeah, stealth device says after you suffer damage, then you lose a charge.
Yep.
If you never suffered it because you threw it to someone else, you still keep it.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. I think we're under round 2. And Rick, you're not doing your job of making sure the turn counter is set. Thank you.
Mhm. And for my alcohol tonight, I've got some Lightning Kugels, Summer Shanty,
Nice.
and some Blue Moon. So I've downed 2 of them already before this began, and I'm on my third one right now.
Here's
Nice.
the Blue Moon.
Yeah,
That's-
it's hot where I am. It's like 85 degrees. I'm just like, all right, I need some like summer lemonade style beer. It's not even really beer. It's like
Tom, you still
4%
wanna move to the
alcohol.
valley?
Yeah, we were ragging on basically Rick's choices, which were Corona, Blue Moon, and then a cider. But if
State cider, baby.
But if it's 85 degrees where you are, I'll allow it. So the Cyanar Jameis is coming around those rocks. Really nice cut in by Muse, not to land on the rock there. TN3465, rather than turning along with him, goes kind of too forward to keep the arc pointed towards the Cyanar Jameis, which is, he's got options next turn. He could, one hard and follow Muse if he really wanted to, or he could go out to put some damage on the Cyanar Jameis. Phasma, I'm sure, will just do a 2 forward or something here to follow. So we're watching Bobby's Zeta Squadron, for some reason, be behind the rest of his list.
It's the most potent blocker in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I'm
block
not a
them
big
cake
fan
turn.
of the 3 bank from Zeta Squadron. I would have liked to see a turn in there,
yeah.
so that he can start to put pressure on Hollow.
Well, it looks like Bobby has decided that Avenger is going to be the one to put some pressure on Hollow, because he 3 left turned around that rock.
He's
Now-
probably debating the target lock at this.
Well, I wonder. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he can get lock on Muse, but well,
Oh.
yeah, I
He
didn't
tried.
think so. I mean, sorry, on Hollow, if that was what he was hoping for. So I feel like I would have preferred to see like a boost focus or focus boost, whichever way it chains.
Mm-hmm.
I would have just focused, man.
Well, you're gonna definitely take a shot from Muse. I think I would want to try to clear more space, so I'm not taking shots from both Hollow and Muse this turn in Bobby's place. But
You're not getting out of Muse's arc.
it's not about arc; it's about range.
You're not getting out of Muse's range.
I'm not trying to get out of the range. I'm trying to not be at range 2, and I don't know that he's at range 2 right now, but I definitely don't want to be taking.
Oh, it's a range 3 right now because he did a target lock. It was range 3.
Nah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm. And then the other thing is, as you remember from my game yesterday, target locks on Hollow don't really work that well.
Fair.
Right.
Well,
They do when Hollow's by
Right, Rick?
herself.
The good thing
They
is
work when
Hollow's
Hollow's by
himself.
herself.
yeah, that's the thing. Hollow
True,
needs somebody
but
to
Hollow
pass
won't
it
be by
to.
herself for long.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Muse is gonna yeet 5 straight and just be like, haha, what's up?
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's a weird move.
Well, I
He
think
took
he's
a
gonna
s-
boost
is that
now.
a strain.
Yes, but he's
Yeah, I
gonna
guess, but he's
he's
keeping that
strain.
strain.
because he's gonna
You
boost
bank
in.
booster- Yeah.
Yep.
Now, did he clear?
Oh
I
yeah,
actually don't
No, I
know.
think he's still getting shot.
he's out of Avengers arc.
Really? I bet he's
Yep.
in.
He's out.
We'll find out.
Oh, come on, guys, use Control Shift F.
Oh, they're taking a target lock.
No, he already did a target lock. Maybe he was checking to see if he could yeet that token, but there's no reason to bother.
Yeah. Well, he's being proper, okay? What they need to do is they need to add a system where you can just turn on range 1 and
Ooh.
range 2 instead of all of them.
I do like the range 2 shot at backdraft here.
Take that all day.
Yeah. I mean,
You're not gonna hit that in Zeta.
no. I mean, you're not going to hit
It's-
backdraft either, but you might strip that token.
Yeah, exactly. Depends. Is he using Daniel's dice or my dice?
Good point. If it's my dice, I just roll 390s. It's fine.
It's a true story.
Me, because it's true. Tommy go.
Tommy was just being our token Asian until Daniel showed up.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
still here. I'm
I'll
just
be right
being
back,
quiet.
guys. I need another beer because it's hot and I'm going through them fast. So I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay. By the way, I've already started cider with the fireball, so it counts as 2.
Fair. All right. Hollow on backdraft. That's the right call. Average roll. Average roll. Big nada.
Ooh, you know what would have been a fun ship ability?
Let's not ship ability. Let's not do this. That's fine for like our chat rooms, but
Okay. Understood.
we should be focusing on the gameplay and whether Avenger has arc or not.
Yes.
All right, there's Phasma checking. So Avenger and Backdraft should be up pretty shortly. Actually, Backdraft checked, right? Backdraft didn't have.
Yep.
Ha!
Oh.
Who doesn't have arc?
You win, you win. The alcohol is bad for me.
By rules of the game, I drink, right? Because I got something wrong.
Sure. Yeah, you can. Yeah, go ahead. You guys didn't get something wrong. I mean, it's just eyeballing stuff is hard. It's fine.
Yep.
So out of all that, I think we're really only going to get a couple shots here. I'm guessing this is Muse on Hollow. I mean, not Avenger.
So did Backdraft take any damage?
No. It was an average roll on offense, okay. And then a natty evade and a focus on... Oh!
Okay.
Wow. Avenger is going to take damage because he didn't focus.
Correct.
Oof.
So when Bobby listens to the stream...
That's why you focus.
Yeah.
When Bobby listens to the stream, he can hear that we were right and he was wrong.
Bobby, that's why you focus with your aces, especially if you're getting shot.
Yeah. Well, and he knew he was getting shot too because of where that was. So now here's the Cyanar. Aaron's dice flip off the Cyanar.
Oh.
Okay. So
Bobby can stop using my dice now.
Yeah, right.
Bobby, take my dice. I bless your dice. May you always roll natties.
Oh.
May you roll paint when you have focus tokens. May your greens never fail you. Praise be the dice.
Have you guys ever expanded the dice box all the way down and seen like this weird like no, it went away. I don't understand.
No, I've never done that because
I had a glitch in my dice in my dice box before.
All right, maybe the drunk cast was a bad idea. Anyway, so we're on to round 3, and our round adjudicator has failed to do his job again because he's too busy drinking Fireball cider.
Should be a player thing.
It should. You're not wrong.
Okay. If I just move it on top of one of Bobby's ships, you think you'd get the picture?
No, because he'll delete it.
Anyways, back on target.
Yeah, so
what do you think?
Yeah, go ahead, Daniel.
Hollow, I think, is going to do a one hard turn to the left just to keep. I think she'll fit right in there. I don't think that'll get a rock. Avenger's kind of in a weird spot, but I feel like Avenger needs to bug out. So we either like a 4K just to clear range and not get shot and hide behind that.
4K.
I like the 4K for Avenger a lot.
Backdraft is easy. Backdraft's gonna go forward and rotate the arc backwards, so he'll shoot forward onto either Muse and then back onto Hollow.
Yeah.
Or you think 5 straight from backdraft?
I don't like the one hard left for Hollow, to be perfectly honest, actually.
I think Hollow does a 2-bank right.
I think he does a 2-bank right as well, because I think he wants to use that rock to be protection while also trying to maybe get some damage on the Zeta Squadron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It just depends. I don't know, Aaron, how aggressive he is or not.
Yeah.
Daniel does play a lot of Hollow, and I don't.
Well, well, you flew against it. I don't like the one hard exactly because that gives Backdraft basically the choice of double tapping, and you don't want to give Backdraft a 4 die shot on Hollow. You don't want to be close to Backdraft, right? So that's why I kind of like the 2 bank, shed the deplete strain, shed the strain, try to kill that Zeta Squadron, and then come. Not come around behind Backdraft. Obviously, that's stupid. But get in position to kind of put pressure on the rest of Bobby's ships. And in that vein, I'm not even sure, kind of what Aaron's thinking with.
If Avenger does the 4K, then Hollow really can't do the one hard because I don't think you can dodge that arc.
Yeah, that's another reason why I'd be worried about that. I see Aaron maybe trying to put pressure on Avenger and Backdraft. So I see Muse like a 2 forward, TN probably a 1 hard or a 2 hard, and Phasma probably the same.
Nah, TN and Phasma are doing 3 banks to the right.
No, there's no way. Who gives a shit about that Cyanar? You've got to put pressure on Avenger and Backdraft.
Also, that Cyanar's probably doing a 2 or a 3 hard to the left.
It could. It could very well do that. It could also.
Yeah, I think the Cyanar's coming in through the rocks. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So the last thing I would do as Aaron is a bank around those rocks. Cyanar, don't fucking care. Avenger and Backdraft.
I want to get Tina as close to my opponent as possible before I just fire all my guns. But that's just me.
Well, we will find out shortly. I think we only have 1 dial waiting to go down, which I think is Hollow's. And not a real surprise. I mean, Hollow's the one where you got to really think about, okay, do I go balls to the wall or do I take the right move and go bank to the right?
Master bias apparent. So Brandon Carey seems to think that the best way to do this is just to buy dice from Wade.
Dice exists to break your heart, man. Don't pay for dice. That's my motto.
What do you mean buy dice? Buy dice for what?
Oh, he bought dice from Wade at LVO.
Oh, I did too.
How are they doing for you?
I don't.
Pretty good.
I think dice are the one thing I would never pay the the gold price for.
But what if they were the world's gold and silver dice?
I didn't earn them. So
there we go.
I don't deserve them.
All right. All the dials are down. Off we go. So the Cyanar will go first. I think we're all expecting a 2 hard. Yep.
Hey, there it is.
Yep, there it is. Another good reason not to 1 hard Hollow into the teeth of this offense.
Yeah.
Nope, locks Hollow.
A scale of 1 to lasting.
I mean, locking Hollow is the right call, because you're probably not going to take a dangerous shot. Oh, no.
Oh, Bobby.
That's
no.
That's not Bobby, that's Aaron.
No.
Oh, Aaron. Rip.
Yeah, that's...
Aaron. Oh, hey, in the words of Randy
That's
Grunstrom,
fine.
hey, it's a rock. Pretty hard from Tina? No.
Yeah, there's the hard turn that I kind of expected. That is going to be in the way of Phasma. Phasma wants to do the same thing, though, I think.
Well, Phasma does have a red 1 hard as well, but
Right.
when does Muse trigger? What timing does Muse trigger?
At the beginning of engagement, I think.
Top of engagement.
Yeah, so you can take off that stress
Top of
away.
engagement.
Yeah, he did that a couple turns ago. He took stress off of Phasma there.
How does Muse have a target lock?
He doesn't. He's target locked. He
No,
target.
Muse has a target lock.
Yeah,
on
he
Hollow.
target locked Hollow at the beginning of the game, dude. That's his
Same team.
teammate.
Yep. Okay.
The same thing that Hollow players have been doing this entire tournament.
Mm-hmm.
But we learned last night Rick hasn't been paying attention.
Wrecked.
It's true. Yeah, Brandon confirmed start of engagement for that. Okay, so there's a nice barrel roll by Bobby here, because if Hollow does do the 2 bank, we expect him to do, he's going to be eating Zeta. I really like that. There's the 4K we expected from Avenger.
You still there? You kind of cut out there for a second.
Yeah, I'm still here. There's the 4K we expected from Avenger.
Okay.
Hollow might have been the better call.
What's that?
Hollow might have been the better call. We'll find out if Aaron is better than us.
I don't hate the 3 hard. At least it cleared.
Did Phasma bump or did Phasma lock? Oh, Phasma just moved. Okay. I'm on board. I'm paying attention.
I mean, it's an obstructed shot, but I don't hate it.
Well, I think what it is it's a... Well, actually, yeah, the barrel roll might have been better. But what I was going to say, you don't spend the lock this turn. Focus with backdraft?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's got a free range 1 shot at Muse.
Why barrel roll rotate?
But I do like a focus better than a target lock, just because there's multiple shots
Yeah.
that could come on backdraft.
Yep. Watch Muse do the 5K and just juke us all. Oh.
Nope.
Mm,
And nobody's close enough for him to yeet off any of those target locks. But he doesn't have a token that he otherwise has to lose, so...
The only target lock that matters is the range 2 obstructed.
Right. It would be nice to get rid of that. It's true.
Yeah. It'd be really
Yep,
funny
I
if
agree.
Avenger still doesn't have arc.
So no shot for Hollow this turn, and no passing of tokens. That's going to take us to the 4s. And Aaron has initiative, so his 4 should fire first.
I like my good English there. Yep. Back into Muse. Range 2 shot.
Ew.
And that's an ugly result. Oh, good lord.
Well, Muse laughs at that, but that's fine.
Looks familiar. Right? Phasma.
No, he's got the back shot. Oh no, he didn't turn the... Wow, he didn't turn... What the...
He wanted 3 dice at Muse just in case.
He didn't know where Hollow was going to be.
yeah, exactly.
Well, shouldn't he have thrown 4 dice then at Muse rather than 3?
No, it's range 2.
Oh, it was range 2. Okay. Wow, that sure looks like range 1. Jeez.
Yeah. I'm going to be a bad person and I'm going to go turn on his firing arc to see how close to range 1 it was.
Close.
Not too close, but yeah.
Oh, range 3 on Hollow. Or range
There you
3 on
go.
Muse.
Yeah,
And you
you
have
fire
the
at Hollow
target.
here for sure.
Get many shots at Hollow. Or at least you don't get many decent shots at Hollow. But you do have mods against Muse.
Yep.
You also have the plasma that
Oh.
you can launch against Muse.
Muse
That's-
does have elusive though.
That's true. I mean,
Firing the
the plasma is a potentially good call here at range 3. Yep.
Plasma and Muse. Okay.
Good call on that, Tommy.
I pay you the big bucks, Tommy. Spend it.
Yep.
And in the words of Vincent Morgado, Vassal hates rerolls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately for Muse, that's going to be 2 damage.
I believe there's an elusive charge to use.
No, that's true.
Yep. If he remembers.
If he remembers the trigger. Oh, I'm going to be a nice guy. If they notice.
He's got the damage.
He
Yeah.
took the shield, he took the hole.
Well,
Well,
he hasn't taken the hole yet, but he needs to if he took the damage, so we'll see what happens. They're probably talking right now like, oh yeah, I have elusive. Can I use that?
yeah.
Nope. Alright. So that's half points. Half points on Muse. Let's go update our brand new document. That is half points. And it is now 21-0, Bobby.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Not half bad.
Alright, so we go to TN3465, who has a plethora of just not good shots.
I mean, it has a great shot on Muse.
Alright, we've got 2 dice.
At somebody.
Yep. Into the Cyanar, Bobby says.
Okay.
So that'll be 4 dice, and just natties out of it.
Let's roll half natties. Brandon said 1 hard left from hollow ain't terrible.
Brandon's drunk.
Left chain. Oh well. 2 sloop from hollow.
I mean,
After
here's the thing. Like, the 2 bank was predictable in the extent that Bobby was able to block it, which is not great, right? So you have no tokens, and the 1 hard would have been very difficult to block. But I don't like taking 3 shots with a token any more than I like taking 2 shots without one. So that's kind of how I feel about that.
Yeah. The difference is you're shooting. That was Tina into the Cyanar Jameis, and then Bobby rolls attack dice.
I'm pretty sure that was the Cyanar Janus into hollow.
Yep, and it turns out Aaron didn't give him a chance to use his target lock, or Bobby chose not to use his target lock.
It's
All right.
It's fine.
So I think the reason, yeah. All right. So we're on to round 4, and I don't think anybody else lost anything approaching relevant health here. So
No.
let's go around the group. Tommy, are you still with us?
Yep.
Okay. So what do you do if you were Aaron here? Muse is going to go over that rock again, no matter what he does. So that's unfortunate. But walk us through your thoughts of what Aaron's best moves are here.
I'm looking at Muse probably slooping back to the left. I don't see anything to the right that doesn't cause Muse to probably spontaneously explode when Backdraft looks at it. Phasma and Tien are, well, Phasma's in a little bit worse of a spot, so I'm not quite sure where Phasma's going to go that doesn't hit a rock or disengages her from the fight. Tien, I think, just will probably do a one or two bank to the right just to get into the middle of things and try and stay out of Backdraft's arc.
Let me jump in just with one thought here about because the fact that Phasma's turret is pointed back does give Phasma the option to do a one hard left. Even though it's stressful, having Muse nearby means that Muse will be able to strip that. So just throwing that out there.
Yeah, but I'm less worried about a unmodded 2-die shot that may or may not be obstructed.
Yep, that's fair. It's not a great position. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, although a 2-hard might clear. And then Hollow, I think you either sloop or you do a hard turn and boost in to get around the ZSP and then maybe out of Backdraft's range. Not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think a sloop is a bad call for Hollow just because I don't think anybody's going to get a shot on it that way. But I think I like even more a one hard and planning for a boost after, maybe taking a target lock on whoever's there. But
I don't know. I don't like the sloop from Hollow because the I think
Rick and I are thinking the same thing.
Okay, you keep talking, Tommy.
I think Rick and I are on the same thing where the Sinar Jameson may just turn toward Hollow to close off that path.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. Is the one or the 2 hard from the Sinar Jameson Engineer, and then a focus boost to cover off the down sloop, and then Avenger might just 5 straight to cover off the and then focus boost to the right to cover off the sloop to the left.
So I hear you guys on that one. I think even if Hollow's got a token, which I think you want to have one way or the other, has some kind of dice mods, you're going to be facing both of those guys anyway. Because I think you're right. I think Avenger is going to move after Backdraft and just speed in there. And I honestly think the Sinar Janus probably does a 2 hard left to put pressure on Hollow. I wouldn't even be shocked to see the Zeta 2 sloop here to have guns on Hollow. So, because as we said at the beginning, right? What is the win condition for Bobby here for reals?
Hollow off the table.
Yeah, kill Hollow, right?
Then Backdraft, I think a 2 bank to the right, rotate. I think you go exactly where Muse is right now.
The only thing that worries me about that is, if Tien does like a 2 or 3 bank and then barrel rolls, you're potentially blocked.
I think Backdraft just does like a 4 forward. 4 forward, focus, rotate back, get a nice 4-dash gun on the back.
I like that idea. I also would not be shocked if Bobby did something crazy like a K-turn.
If you're doing a 4 forward, why not do a 5 forward?
Because that rock is scary.
Oh, he can't K-turn, so it would have to be a sloop, which he does not have space for. Mm-hmm. Never mind.
Yeah. Plus, I think 4-4 you get range 1 versus 5-4 probably range 2. So I think 4-4 is just enough. But, who knows?
The 4 forward is good for this turn. It also then opens up the option for the sloop actually next turn to come back into the fight. The only problem there would be that he won't be able to turn his arc until he comes back in. But we've seen Bobby do that to, come back in 1 turn later. So we'll see, I guess. Now we have been told by the players that Aaron is taking a leak, so we are on a little bit of a dial delay here.
Yeah, but I'm not liking Aaron's positioning. Obviously Muse is going up the rock. Tien has a clear path, but Phasma is in a kind of weird, very weird spot.
Yeah.
Hollow, I agree. I don't like the sloop. If Hollow had something like pattern analyzer or proud tradition to get a token after doing a red move, then that'd be different. But at the way it is, I think a hard turn in, or even just like a runaway move, because if Aaron sees the Signar engineer coming in and Avenger potentially coming in, he could have done like a 3 hard turn and then barrel boost out to dodge all the arcs.
I'll be honest. In Aaron's position, I actually don't hate a 1 hard to the right, because if Bobby goes all in to the left on thinking that Hollow's going to go around that rock, he may not even have arc on you if you do a 1 hard to the right and then boost.
Avenger 2 hard,
hard
to the right. Focus boost left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a possibility too.
Or
Going
boost.
hard 1 to the right.
Yeah. So we have the Signar Jameis has done exactly what we thought. It has 2 hearted into the space where he expects Hollow to go.
Focus boost.
Oh, that's just a 1 hard, but yeah.
Yes, sorry, 1 hard. And we're all expecting a boost out.
I could actually see a boost. Yeah, boost into the.
And that's actually why I don't like the 1 hard to the left that much. Is because you're not going to take that Signar Janus down with 1 shot from Hollow. And this is why I kind of like a 1 hard get the hell out move. But if Avenger does just a slow bank to the right, you're still not out of the woods.
Yeah. Or Avenger does 2 hards focuses and just says, "What's up?"
Which way?
The right.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that's a pretty
spreading arc.
That's a pretty all-in move, not knowing who's going to be behind you.
Well, you have Backdraft and the Zeta to deal with that. So the Zeta either 2 sloops to the left or like 3 straights. Or 3 banks to the right. I don't know which. That's not so I don't need to pick.
Alright, so there is a sloop from Muse, which I think it was our consensus on that move, right? Oh no! Oh.
I'm gonna say it. Direct hit.
Direct hit. Elusive. What is it? What do we got? Give me the goodies.
Nah, it's gonna be Hull Breach.
Direct hit. It's gotta be a direct hit. We can't not have that get punished.
Oh, so I think he did Deuterium power cells there. So he did not actually take the crit.
All right, we'll remind them to do the weapon disabled.
That's annoying. I'll go get the disabled token. He's player 2, right?
I think so.
He has a diffuse. Oh, right. He doesn't have weapons disabled tokens on his player space.
So just grab him from the pieces thing.
Yeah, that's annoying, but I'll do it.
So I do like, this is what I sort of expected TN to do. TN did do just a sort of bank and then barrel roll to get in. Backdraft's way if Backdraft tries to go through that gap, which I don't hate. We have the Sagnors I sort of thought the Zeta Squadron would do, and again, this is continuing to make me think and hope that Aaron saw this coming and decided to write 1 hard with Hollow. Avenger goes in. That's what you called, right, Rick?
Yep. No, I called
Rick
the other
called
direction.
Avenger going the other way.
Was it you, Daniel, who thought he'd go in?
I thought Avenger would go left to fight the meat of Aaron's squad because Hollow is so hard to pin down.
Yeah.
I think it's safer for Avenger to try and initiative kill TN because he's probably going to have Backdraft and Avenger shooting at him, and that's very likely to take him out. I mean, not very likely, but at least do some damage. Is there some confusion on Deuterium?
I need to go join their chat. I'll be back.
I think, yeah.
So Deuterium states, before you would gain 1 non-lock token, if you are not stressed, you may spend 1
So
charge
in-
to gain 1 stress of
Yeah, but then he
he's
couldn't
stressed.
sloop then because he'd be stressed prior to move
So
doing that.
he's backed it up.
Yeah, and instead of mashing the undo button, they decided to just instead just give him back a charge and get disarmed.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So there's Phasma doing a hard turn to the right.
Apparently didn't bump.
Okay.
Did not hit the rock. So I think Tommy, you're the one who said that a hard 2-turn probably doesn't hit the rock, and you were correct. Well done. And yeah, I was thinking that Phasma would probably barrel roll here to get a better shot.
Or do you just focus and just pray to
And I
God
think he
that-
meant to barrel roll to the left. No, I think a barrel roll to the left is really good here. You get into range 1 on backdraft, which I like. And you might even block backdraft.
Hope he did a 4 forward
Yeah,
or a
unless-
5.
yeah.
4 forward should still clear, I think.
4 forward would clear. So if he did the move we all think Bobby should have done, he's going to be
That means
okay.
Bobby did a 3.
Bobby did a 1 forward.
1 forward.
Oh no.
That's
That's actually
that's not
okay.
bad.
That's okay.
I don't
That's-
think Phasma has arc.
Phasma has arc.
She-
Phasma has arc on backdraft.
Enhance.
We'll find out. In a
I'm
couple
just gonna keep being contrarian on this shit to Rick until I'm wrong. So, Ooh. Eek, I do not like the 1 hard left at all. I just don't.
So, yeah, what do you do? Do you just straight boost, or do you just?
I don't think a straight boost gets you out of arc. It's really
Take-
close.
You take the deplete,
Yeah.
barrel roll, and boost.
Even that doesn't
you
get.
can't, but that doesn't get you get. Yeah, that doesn't do it.
I mean, I-
Preemptively Deuterium to get you an extra shield.
I mean, I think the only thing he can do here is boost and hope he gets out of the Cyanar's arc, but I don't like it.
Okay, I'm gonna go on the record and say I do not think Phasma can shoot backdraft. I agree with Rick.
Okay. You guys are gonna be so sad in a minute that you're 0 for 2.
That's fine.
It is
Okay,
close,
you know
actually. It is close. I think he's
lock
just barely gonna get it, to be perfectly honest. But
Then you deplete target lock focus.
deplete target lock focus. That's probably the best call here. I mean, okay, he's gonna.
You're gonna
He's gonna try
try.
an arc dodge. I don't think it's gonna work. Boost bank to the left.
Is that right? Does this, yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, that's close.
Charles bet $5 that
Oh.
Phasma does not have arc.
I think he dodged it.
I do
Or
think he
I think
dodged.
Hollow dodged it.
Yeah, and I think in this position, you're happy to just take the 2 dice from Zeta Squadron, for sure. So good job on that. I still would have preferred to go right, but
That would have been a target lock focused shot. That would have been bad. And also, that's a stressed silencer, so that's not going to K-turn or Talon roll behind you.
yeah, fair.
You're safe.
Yeah, you're in good shape now. I just, that was such a tight option there. It's really risky, and I'm not a big fan of risk. Oh no! Oh,
Was it out? Was it
Give
out?
him-
no, I didn't accept any fucking bet from that jerk.
Rick, 1 for 1. Rick, you and me. Let's go.
1 and 1,
do
not
it.
1 for 1.
1 and 1.
Yeah.
I just opened this
Good
Corona
point.
and it smells like college, and I'm sad.
I enhanced that image to 200 times zoom. Got a piece of paper and lined it up, and I was like, okay, I think he's out.
Yeah, I can't do that shit because I'm running the stream here. So, I hate everybody.
Well, sucks for you then.
Womp
hate-
womp.
Thanks for taking one for the team.
What's gonna be hilarious is when he shoots both shots into Phasma and
Yeah.
gets and gets half points on both ships.
Yeah, Phasma's a must, right? Yeah, must suffer.
Correct.
I love it.
Aww.
Oh.
Wait.
Stealth device.
Rolled like shit.
Oh, stealth device is active.
Yep. Yeah, he has not lost stealth device and just roll natties. What do I say, everybody? How do you win an X-wing? Just roll natties.
Avenger.
I would have shot at TN.
Yeah, I would have shoot at TN absolutely.
All
There
right,
we
so,
go.
So Avenger into
Going
Phasma is
into
pretty
Phasma still?
good.
He spent the focus.
Oof, brutal.
Alright, something's going through.
Oof.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's not even half points on either.
Yeah, you just
Doesn't
send the crit to TN. Take 2 shields.
And can use her ability on herself, which is the ridiculous part.
No, she can't.
She can't.
Another friendly ship performs an attack.
How often I fly the First Order? That's not named Kylo Ren. Tommy, you're right.
Score 1 for Tommy.
That's what
That
happens
makes
when I
me-
read.
You know Bobby is sad though because he didn't get to do the double tap. That was what he was praying for, was a chance to double tap with backdraft. Like everything he does is about getting double taps for backdraft, and he did not get it. So it looks like
Also,
TN
if
is
he can make it far enough to sloop next turn, he's got to go straight again.
he's going into Avenger. Why not go into backdraft here? Oh, half points. All right, that's a good roll for Aaron.
Take the crit. Just kidding. Can't.
And that will be half points on Avenger. Let's go over to our sheet, everybody.
33 to 21.
Yep. All right, that's 33 points for Aaron.
Like Bay versus Patriots this year.
This is like the slap fight of all X-Wing games.
When thou hast no tokens.
Who's left to fire here? Muse? No, Muse is weapons disabled.
I assume it's
Zeta
ESP.
has to shoot into Hollow, right?
Yeah, and then we'll check and see if the SIE has a shot, which I don't think it does. I think everybody's right that Hollow got out of arc there. Why are there 7 stresses over on the right?
To clean up their board state, and so I'm just being obnoxious. It's gone now.
No shots for the signer.
Charles, if you're listening, stop requesting edit access on the score sheet. I'm not giving you access to the score sheet. All right, so Zeta Squadron whiffs, but pretty close shot there. And of course, it looks like he did test the range for the Sinar Janus and did not have it. So we're on, I think, to round 5 here, right?
I think
Yep.
it's 6, isn't it?
No, I think it's round 5.
Okay.
Unless Rick forgot the last round.
No, we're on track. It's going to be round 5.
Daniel, I want you to rewatch this game later. And then bitch slap Rick when he's forgot last turn.
Sure.
Think about it this way.
No,
Or,
you're not
or,
gonna-
or I stop myself because I'm wrong. I blame the
But
alcohol.
Mute
Honestly, I'm not a big drinker, so the alcohol hits me hard.
Muse went
It's
one
fine, man.
hard,
Okay,
something.
let's try to bring this
Something.
stream back on track. Yes. So Dan, let's go to you, Rick. If you're Aaron, what do you do with each of your ships now?
Well, Muse is going to be doing a 1 hard to
Yep.
the left to
Yep.
avoid going on the rock again.
Yep.
Hollow's going to be doing a 1 hard to the left because yes.
Yeah.
Tina, I want to get at range 1 of something that I'm shooting. So get near that Zeta because that Zeta's going to the other side of the rock.
Do you think about a sloop with Tina?
I'm actually okay with a sloop.
Yeah.
Sloop to the left.
A 1 hard to the left or right.
I like the 2 sloop. I'm with you, Daniel.
I like not moving because that'll put you at range 1 of Avenger after Avenger moves. And so when Phasma moves 1 straight and takes a focus, that's a hit crit at Avenger.
Okay.
I want to see Backdraft do a 5 forward here because Backdraft needs to get over
Get the hell out of there, yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
Backdraft can't take a chance on another 1 forward here at all, right? Like,
No.
Okay,
Well,
with Tina 1 bank with Phasma focus.
because Phasma moves first, right?
correct.
Honestly, I don't think a 1. Oh,
If
jeez.
Phasma moves first, you absolutely can do a 1 straight because Phasma
Yeah,
won't
I take
be
it back.
there anymore, so you're guaranteed
Exactly.
clear space.
Okay.
Phasma does a 1 bank, points the rear arc. Backdraft does a 1 forward, turns backwards. Now you have a double tap, 3 dice out the front, 4 dice out the back onto something.
Yeah.
Because if TN does a sloop, then Backdraft is like perfect.
What if
All right, I take it back. 1 forward again. Backdraft, do it.
if you're listening, Bobby. All right, let's take the other side. If you're Bobby, what are your ships doing? So the Sinar has to do some kind of forward blue maneuver, probably. The Zeta's also stressed. What do you do? Let's start with Daniel.
Avenger has to move first before Backdraft. Avenger does a. See, Avenger's gonna get bumped almost no matter what he does. But I want to see him do like a hard 2 aiming towards Hollow.
Yeah, I agree.
Or
Talon to the left.
yeah, hard 2. He'll probably bump into Muse, but there's not much you can do at that point. But
Sorry,
at least you have an angle. You get the shot.
Rick, you think that Avenger should do a Talon roll to the left?
Yes.
Ooh, that's really
Because
close to
Talon
that
roll
rock, man.
Talon rolls never go wrong.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You heard it here first, folks. Talon rolls never go
Rick
wrong.
That's what I was thinking, but now that Rick has said it, I think I take back my thought.
That's fair. I'm with Daniel. I like the aggressive move, too hard to the right because, the Jameis is at half points, but you're going to have a focus. You could potentially boost.
You can't do hard to the right because Muse 1 hards to the left, and you can basically guarantee that box is going to be filled by Muse. So
now, are you sure? Are you sure that Bobby recognizes that?
No. But so Avenger 1 hards to the right and doesn't even move, and then can take a pot shot at Muse or Tina, whichever he wants.
And then the Zeta Squadron does a 3 forward. The Simon James Engineer hard 2 turns, go towards the south of the board, and just kind of reposition itself for next turn. And then Zeta does a 3 forward, and then Bear rolls to the left and forward to block Muse's 1 hard.
Do you think the 3 forward fully clears that rock? That would be the only thing I'd be a little bit worried about there.
Yeah, I think it clears. I don't. The problem is I don't think he has enough forward positioning to block, but unfortunately the 4 forward is white, so the 3 forward blue is only option.
Well, I wonder if you just
and then Bear roll to the left.
I wonder if you just accept the fact that the Zeta is not going to have a shot this turn and maybe 2 bank, and come in behind Muse next turn. I mean, not Muse, Hollow. Sorry, come in behind Hollow next turn. Because
if you're gonna do that, you could go all in and just do a 3 bank left over that rock, but you'd be in perfect position to take on to fight Hollow, or bump Hollow with a 3 bank.
Because we all agree the Sinar Janus is just going to 2 hard to the right to clear that stress and get the F out, right?
Yep.
I like the 3 bank from the Zeta, to be honest. You've got the shield to eat the rock.
I like the 2-bank to
Yep.
the right from the Zeta.
I'm just not sure a 2-bank finish gets you across the rock all the way. I'd be worried about just being on it.
silencer.
Oh, for the silencer.
Because I think what that gives you a chance of is dodging Hollow's arc.
I mean, I'm not worried about Hollow with the Sinar if that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, no, Hollow's probably gonna shoot Avenger if that comes to blow.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm almost on the 3 Talon train for Avenger. It's so close. But I'm not sure I like the 2 hard to the right for that very reason that Hollow is just going to take Avenger off the board. Well, this will be an interesting turn. Alright. So there's the right 2 that I think most of us expected. Clear stress. Can't really get back into the engagement this turn, so takes a focus. No harm in just sitting there, right?
No, that's a good spot because then you could just hard 1 turn next turn.
I think you could. I mean, hard 2 actually around that rock and be okay.
I think you hard 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So there's the hard 1 we predicted for
as
Muse.
fast as possible.
Yep. Not
Probably
really any
sit right there and
repositioning.
token up.
Yeah, no repositioning options here. So it's interesting. Do you take a focus or do you take an evade if you're Muse? He took a focus. Oh, interesting.
I think
Because we'll have a shot on the Zeta.
So not a 2
Tian does
sloop.
a 3 turn.
Yeah, it does a 3 left. I don't like that
Okay.
spot, but you could barrel roll to the right. But you're just kind of asking to get clubbed. And yeah, next turn sucks if you stay there. So I feel like you have to barrel roll. Do you hope you can barrel roll left forward? Now then you're in your own guy's way. Well,
You barrel roll to the right
yeah.
and gang up.
No,
on
but
the
if you
silencer.
barrel to the right, you just give him a shot.
No, you barrel to the right and you basically gang up on the silencer because you're going to get a chance to initiative kill with 3 shots on it.
If Hollow 1 hards and then boosts towards the Sinar and is not worried about Avenger, I agree.
Well, Avengers
Alright.
can't turn.
Oof.
Did a safe barrel roll.
Yeah.
Avenger literally can't turn to the right. Nothing fits.
That doesn't mean he didn't try it. It's Bobby. He's drunk.
And Avenger, even if Avenger doesn't move,
Tipsy and I
he
know
still has a
enough
shot on
not to
Muse.
do it.
All right, there's
Okay,
a 3
your
forward.
3 forward.
Yep, clears the rock easily. So you barrel roll left here, right?
Barrel left and forward.
Well,
or do you barrel roll right and forward?
or you just stay where you are. Admit
Yeah.
what you can't block. Even if you went forward, you can't block Hollow. So token up is fine there.
Yeah.
Actually kind of forces Hollow to do something about it.
Well, it means Hollow can't boost in on the Sinar Janus too, which is I think actually really good, right? That positioning is such that if you're Hollow and you 1 hard here and the Zeta's not there, it's a pretty easy call to just be like, you know what, I'm gonna boost and get into range 1 for sure. Now you can't.
Or
So-
you bank boost at Avenger and be like, thanks for the pot shot, bro.
So I'm not sure how Avenger did that without hitting that rock, but that's amazing.
So Drunk Bobby is either brilliant or not.
Wait, how did that clear?
It's a bank.
We don't know.
I would love to see that template, but it it did not hit. That's
Bassett
incredible.
says it clears.
Wow.
Bobby is amazing when he plays drunk, because he just says, "Screw it, let's just do it," and then it works.
It
Ooh,
didn't
I like
work
that
last
from
game.
Phasma. In case Bobby goes fast with
Alright,
backdraft.
backdraft.
I don't think there's any reason
Forward.
backdraft goes fast here, but
One forward backdraft.
Oh no!
One,
See, this is the thing
it's
with
fine. It's fine.
You're right.
It's
It's
fine.
fine. But here's the thing with Bobby. Like that Avenger move was genius. Backdraft move, not the same.
Suboptimal.
And you don't barrel roll into the arc here, right?
No, I think
No, you just focus and rotate.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think. All right, hold on. Enhancing mode.
I got you guys.
There's the template.
By the way, when we replay this log, all of those steps have to be replayed. Thanks a lot, Rick.
Yeah, it fits. Cool.
I think backdraft is actually in the perfect position because I don't think Phasma has a shot on backdraft, and backdraft has a double tap. So that might actually be like a perfect move for backdraft as well, because now he can just hard 2-turn to the right and still keep his rear arc on Phasma.
Did he not rotate his arc though?
It doesn't look like he did. Though he may have been distracted by Rick being a tool.
Should I ask them?
Yeah, you should ask him.
You should ask them because we don't know what caused that. I mean, it could also be that he's hoping he gets the 4 dice on Phasma, and that matters more to him than, a Hail Mary shot backwards.
The ZSP totally would have blocked Hollow.
Yeah. Maybe.
So Hollow did do the left turn we all expected.
Yeah, but see, Hollow is at a slightly off angle, and that angle might have prevented the block.
Oh, the barrel roll forward? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if that blocks.
Oh man, I don't know. It's close. We don't need to test it though, Rick. So don't do anything crazy.
I think Rick left.
Yeah, I think he went to ask
And
if he distracted backdraft.
Yeah.
But I honestly think that what Bobby's hoping for here is that he's got that range 1 shot on Phasma. So because Phasma can't do anything about damage Phasma takes his turn.
Yeah.
So
Confidence about 3 shots killing the silencer. And no, he did not mean to rotate the arc. I asked.
okay. So Hollow is going to get a sort of a free shot at the Zeta.
We're gonna find out if 3 shots kills a Zeta.
And that he yeeted the strain token to Muse. Muse is amused. Oof, that's a good roll. 4 hits on the Zeta. Here comes triple. Oh, ow. That's a dead Zeta, isn't it? No, he had a shield. Okay, but that is half points on the Zeta.
Simultaneous fire.
But
So
it is half
even if
points.
Muse kills it, it has
Look,
simultaneous.
look, that's 13 points. Okay, respect that shot.
Yes, it's 1 point more than my moving proton bomb.
Yeah. So the Zeta is sitting on 1 hull.
Are you talking about an autopilot drone?
Ooh. Okay, backdraft does not have the shot. Everybody.
Ooh.
So.
Or did he? Wait.
Backdraft.
Oh.
It doesn't
Oh,
show up
he
in my
had
log.
it. Yeah, he
my
had
log's
it.
slow.
He does. Okay. It didn't show up in my
Ooh,
log.
that's a-
Oh, that's ugly.
That's a
Look
dead
at
Phasma.
that.
All right, who
Look
nudged?
at that.
Somebody just
Alright,
nudged.
who did that?
What?
Undo.
I did it. I
There you go.
undid. Rick, don't click on his ships. This is chaos. All right.
And Phasma has no shots.
I'm not aware of me moving anything, but that's my bad.
Yeah, backdraft got nudged by like 2 millimeters forward.
All I did was click it and hit Control F.
Well, Phasma's dead. So that's
And-
points.
That's a swing.
Yep.
He needs to reveal. Well, he's not revealing the crits on the board, but it was blinded in a hole.
Got it. So
that
two
doesn't
crits that don't matter, but still 4 damage and no evades is rough. All right, so the current score is 77 for Bobby, 46 for Aaron.
Oh wait, there's. I think Phasma took too many damage cards because she had a shield left, right?
Yeah, it should have been shield, hit, crit, crit.
Yeah, there's 4. It looks like there's 4 damage cards on Phasma.
Who knows? I don't think we can police, and the ship's already off the
Yeah.
board, so
Yep.
It's fine.
it is what it is.
This is casual tournament, so
This is Jank, so the player's allowed to be Jank too.
The evades are finally starting to show up.
I'm Jank.
all right, ZSP, survive. You can do it.
Oh, that's an untokened hollow. Oh!
Oh no!
Oh.
Yes!
This is what it
Justice
feels
search
like.
hollow. Take that hollow. From hollow.
Heroic! Oh no! Oh, what is the crit? Anybody know?
Oh look.
What? Console fire.
Wrong player.
Console fire.
Player 2. Okay.
Oh, green dice. All right. Well, Hollow's now at half points. So Bobby's now up 111 to 46. Ouch
So
time.
on a scale of 1 to justification, that feels amazing.
I mean,
Oh, that feels-
so just to put this in context, Vince was bitching about his green dice earlier. Aaron just rolled 7 green dice and got 0 paint.
The 7
That's
or
'cause
5?
Bobby got them all.
6. Sorry, no, was it 5? 5. Sorry. I guess it's only 5. All right, fine, Vince. You're vindicated too.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Oof. Are we to the next round? Is anybody monitoring here?
Yeah, should be safe.
All right.
Yeah, next round.
Okay.
Got it.
So let's see.
Yeah.
Backdraft is still fully healthy. Avenger is at half points. I just want to make sure that we didn't miss any damage to Bobby's ships here. Sinar is just full health, and the Zeta Squadron is sitting there on 1 health. All right. Can Aaron pull this out? Tommy, let's start with you. What do you do if you're Aaron to pull this out?
Wait, that's an option? It doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good. That was a really swingy, rough turn.
Yeah, I mean, Hollow probably only takes 1 shot this turn, but 2 TIE fighters that are into hull against 3, essentially 3 red die ships is gonna be 1 uphill climb.
Yeah. I mean, Hollow basically can't make a mistake now. Now, of course, the bright side for Hollow is that, he can kind of swing around past, his own guys. So, I think Tien probably. God, it's really close. I'm
Tien
not sure if
should go
Tien
for-
can
Tien should
fit
go for
like
the
a 2
block.
forward. What's that?
Tien should go for like a 2 bank to block Avengers too hard to the right.
I don't think it blocks Avenger, to be honest, though. I think a 2 bank puts him just right alongside Hollow. And can somebody move Tien 365's? Thank you. I'd almost think you'd need to do a 3 bank to block Avenger.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's probably
But I think you're right. I think that's not a terrible call. Is it a 3 sloop on these guys?
yes.
I
No,
may-
2.
It is a 2
2
sloop.
sloop.
Okay. Because I was gonna say if it was a 3 sloop, maybe you do that. Turn around and potentially block.
Yeah, because and then Muse, you're gonna have to do what? Something blue.
I have to admit something to you guys. I don't really know how to evaluate that last turn, the Captain Phasma versus Backdraft thing, because I kind of in my head I'm like, what the fuck is Bobby doing a hard turn there, or a bank towards that rock? Like, he had so many other options. I kind of feel like
That's what
Aaron
he's doing.
didn't make a mistake by doing his turn, but then he got punished for it anyway. What do you guys think about that?
The dice crapping, like, you don't expect to take 4 damage, right? I mean,
Right.
at the very least, you should have at least, at least 1 hole left on.
Wait, you're expecting somebody to not
Phasma.
roll 4 paint on 4 dice every time they roll
Yes.
4 paint, or every time they roll
Well,
4
it's not
dice?
It's not Daniel.
Isn't
Oh,
isn't
got
that
it,
normal?
got it.
Don't you just always roll 4 paint when you roll 4 dice? I mean, that's what I always do, and it works for me.
I think the worst part out of all that was Phasma did not get to take a shot
Right.
at all.
Right. I mean, I guess for me, it's like I kind of liked the move from Phasma in the first place because I felt like, I mean, you're still kind of in a bad position if Bobby does do like the one forward, except then Bobby has to turn his. You would expect Bobby to turn his arc so he's not throwing as many dice. Instead, Bobby kind of just was like, I'm going to just 2 bank here. Oh, and I've got you an arc. Sweet. Now here's your death. Right? Like. How do you even account for that?
You don't.
Okay, so I'm not crazy in thinking that. Like that's just one of
No,
those fluky things.
That was just hot dice
Yeah.
against no dice.
All right, so Hollow
Hollow
is
again-
doing a deuterium to get a shield back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you 2 hard or 1 hard down if you're hollow, or 1 hard left and try to fix that fuel or that console fire, or do you like 3 hard to the right and just be like, ah, shit?
Yeah, I won hard to the left.
Are we talking board left or ship left?
Ship left. Where the Zeta is and won't be. But
Well,
again,
the
the
Zeta
Zeta-
might 4K, and then you also have
Yeah.
Avenger coming around with a 2 hard, so I'm not.
I mean, I
stoked
don't
about
really
any
give a
of
shit
this.
about the Zeta's 4K. You can 4K all day, bitch. I don't care about your 2 dice. I don't
Oh,
like.
And Tina
there's
takes
2.
care of that 2 hard. From
Yeah,
Avenger.
which was what Tommy was saying too. So, I mean, here's the thing: like Aaron could have put Hollow in a better position if he had hard turned, that direction, 3 turns ago. So, now that Hollow both has console fire and only 2 health, he can't go right into the middle. So I think the only thing he could do is like a 1 hard, barrel roll boost or something. But
Whoa! Why are they backing up?
I don't know. Maybe he moved out of turn.
You want to hop over there and just give them a quick, get an update from them?
It looks like they've gotten back to where they were.
Yeah,
Might have been a misclick or something. And I like Muse's spot too here.
Yeah, that
'Cause-
confirms the 1 hard to the left from Hollow.
There's the
And
block.
There's the block. Good stuff.
Now, when Phasma comes around to take a shot, oh wait.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Sorry,
No, you're not.
you're right. Because it
I
was
know.
really funny.
I know. Now, the sad part though is that with that block on Avenger, you would hope that you would have a shot on Avenger as well. But I think probably the only shot that Aaron's going to end up with this turn is Muse on the Zeta. So there's a 2 sloop, and that's especially I don't give a fuck about that because I'm not going to be an arc if I'm Hollow now.
To the right. Get that shot on the Center Jameis.
Who? Hollow's
Hollow.
weapons disabled.
Because I just realized you can. But you can pass that.
Yep, Hollow can pass it.
It's true. I would not take that risk.
Bobby checking for the lock.
Take it on Tina. You're gonna have a shot on Tina next turn. You're not gonna have a shot on.
I mean, you're right. Like, it doesn't really matter if TN3, 4, whatever has weapons disabled this turn, so it's an obvious pass. But
yeah.
But like, what would you have dialed in, knowing for sure that you were going to make it if your Muse going, to the right?
Straight.
To bump? Oof. Okay. Aaron is a ballsier player than I am, but he's also going to take a shot back from that Sinar Janus. So, do you think he fits a barrel roll to the left?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, it fits.
I mean, he has to do that, right? He can't afford to take a shot from the Sinar.
Yep.
So, target lock barrel roll?
No, you have to barrel roll fix.
Either way, it's the same
right.
thing.
Oh,
I mean, the console fire just takes out a
could-
shield, right?
yeah.
He doesn't care that much about that.
Do you barrel roll focus?
You barrel focus because you don't want to get shot.
Mm.
Did you barrel roll evade?
I don't know. You're gonna have the rock if you do get the barrel roll through.
And do you deplete? Do you deplete barrel roll and then pass the deplete to Tina, or do you?
No, you have to.
No.
You have to pass the
What's
weapons
the verdict
disable.
here?
Yeah, your only chance is to put some damage through, so I think you have to pass the weapons disabled. I think you you deplete barrel roll left. And target lock.
I still say focus is better, just because he's getting shot from Avenger potentially.
I think I think Hollow is taking a shot from Avenger one way or the other, barrel roll or not. Barrel roll does make it obstructive.
Okay.
Strain.
He took the
Taking
strain.
a strain.
Woof.
He
Well-
wants damage.
He could pass the strain and just not shoot. But
That's true, he
I don't know
can.
if that-
Yeah, but it's so tempting.
It is.
Nah, if you take the strain, you're passing the weapons disabled. That's you're trying to tempt them into shooting Tina instead of Muse.
And taking a lock.
You know.
Oh, that's the passing token.
Oh,
What was his,
second act?
So the action was
Oh.
fixing the fuel leak, or not the
Fixing the
fuel
fuel
leak.
leak.
Console
okay.
fire.
Okay.
Fire.
Yep.
I mean, you're still, firing 4 dice into the Sinar Janus? That's not terrible.
Trying to strip the focus.
That's
before-
terrible. The actual roll is terrible. Oh, Jesus.
Whoa!
Too many dice.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Gotta do it again.
Poor Bobby. Don't play drunk.
Oh boy, here we go, round 2.
He's fine.
You're still fine.
I'm back to normal.
It's fine.
I don't even get to say just roll natties, because that never happened.
You can, and then
Nope,
and
you
then
know what you
retract
can
it.
say.
That's wow.
Range 2 obstructed.
A range
Yeah, I
2.
agree.
4 dice no matter what. Four dice, 3 dice. I would take 4 on 3
No.
against Muse. I would shoot Muse.
I would shoot Muse as well.
Actually, no, it's 3 dice because Hollow is strained. I would shoot
No,
Hollow.
but it's still.
It's obstructed.
Well, yeah. It's 3 on 3, 3 against Hollow.
You have a focus and Hollow is tokenless. I shoot Hollow.
Yeah. You're.
I mean, you
it's
still
back to
already
the
have.
same.
I mean, you already have half points. So I actually shoot Muse, and I shoot Muse because you don't want to lose the 13 points of Zeta when Muse fires.
Well, we're about to find out. Oh, nope, man, he's shooting Muse.
And
that's
that
a
is dead Muse.
Probably.
Wait, he
Nope.
didn't
Nope.
spend the
Nope.
focus? Oh, maybe that's Tien's focus. No, remember
he
Avenger
had-
got
he had no
blocked.
focus, yeah.
Yeah, so that's Tien's
Oh.
focus. God, we're the
Muse
worst.
has the
Say.
focus.
We're bad at this.
So yeah,
Next
Muse
level.
lives.
Thank you, Brandon Carey, for pointing out that Avenger did bumped and did not have a focus.
I actually didn't see him say that. I remembered. But yes.
I saw him say that. Range 2 from Muse for the win. Yeet.
Oh, he wishes he had that focus.
Oh.
Yes, he does.
Yep. So you go at TN 365 here, right?
Rick,
the
is
half
this
points.
giving you flashbacks trying to kill my Revis?
We don't speak of such things. AKA yes.
Okay, so the Zeta is actually going into Muse, and there's the roll
Ooh.
Aaron wish he had. Oh, and god. Okay, now we have 7 blanks in 3 ship rolls. It's 8
Rip
actually.
Muse.
Oh.
Rick, now the flashback should be coming in mass now.
Yep. Muse is dead. Long live Muse. That's 132 to 46 now. That's okay. Hollow's gonna just wait. Oh, he had elusive, which he should have used earlier.
Oh yeah.
Still
And it didn't do anything.
Yeah. Now Hollow's gonna just solo Bobby's list, so it's fine.
I mean, the win condition is hollow. We talked about that.
Is it though?
At this point, no,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah. Oh, brutal.
Tina 2 sloop left.
Yeah, let's talk. Have we moved the turn counter forward?
Maybe.
Let's see. Tina. I mean, backdraft is just going to come all on TN 365 at that point. So, I don't know. Maybe sloop to the right? Just to have, distance to backdraft?
I gotta step away for a minute. I'll be right back.
All right, let's all talk crap about Rick while he's gone.
Why wait?
I heard that.
Why are we waiting until he's gone? We didn't before.
That's true. That's true. Let's have the chat talk crap about Rick.
That's much better.
All right, chat. You are empowered to say whatever mean things about Rick you want to. Night, Brandon. But wait, Brandon, say something mean about Rick before you go. Brandon's too nice. He would never do that.
I was meaning to go to bed 40 minutes ago, but this game is entertaining.
Oh man, those green dice. Poor Aaron.
What green dice?
I mean, the green dice were there. It turns out every side of those green dice is
Fickle
blank.
green dice.
Okay, Zathra says Rick is a mean poopy head. What's hilarious about this is that it prompted me to hide it, probably because of the poopy. Brandon says Rick is the worst. You guys can do better than this. I'm disappointed.
Not as disappointed as Vader doing a 3-talon roll off the board.
Rick is green dice. All right, Brandon, that's good. You are. that's just Brian says I heard Rick can't judge talent rolls, but that's just truth. That's not even mean. That's just reality. All right, so oh man, is it? I mean, you hate to say that it's probably not recoverable, right?
Iron Web, not cool.
I mean, they still have roughly half the game left, and if Hollow does crazy Hollow shenanigans and does a whole bunch of arc
Good night,
dodging,
Brandon.
he should still be fine. Well, not fine. That's not a good word. He can still put up a fight, but at the same time, Bobby has a full health backdraft, a full health. What's that? The
Signer
Cyanide,
Jameis. Yep.
Engineer.
Yep.
Yeah, Summer James Engineer, and half health Avenger and 1 point Zeta. So he does have his work cut out for him. But if his dice turn on fire magically all of a sudden, Hollow can put some work in.
Yeah.
But I agree, it's a very, very steep uphill battle.
I mean, the
But,
biggest
they
problem.
have 5 turns.
I mean, the biggest problem for him at this point is that, the Cyanide and Backdraft have shields left. Like if Hollow could put some crits into Hull, he'd have a much better chance, right?
So here's the thing: is Hollow can go back above half points.
Well, he needs to be close enough to TN to throw that weapons disabled to do that, though, and I'm not sure he's going to be able to do that this turn.
No, but in the future he can.
Yeah. He's probably going to take like 4 more shots before he can do that. So TN did do a Signor's loop.
I mean, means you got to trust the green dice.
If you're Aaron, could you really trust the green dice at this point, though?
I mean, they can't get worse.
That's your win condition.
Trust the green dice.
Yep. As
I concede.
Just trust the dice, right?
They literally cannot get worse.
Oh, God, I can't believe you just said that.
Now he's going to roll 5 blanks against on an obstructed range 3 shot. Thanks a lot, Rick.
Yep.
Hey, that would be par. I said they can't get worse. I didn't say they couldn't stay bad.
All right, Avenger is really coming in hard. Now, the upside for Aaron here is if Avenger is like the primary threat, Muse does have a chance to kill Avenger before Avenger even fires. So I'm not sure I like how aggressive that was. I'm not sure I like the target lock there from Avenger. But Bobby's playing with house money, so who cares?
I like using the house money. House money's good.
I'm not really sure I like taking a range 1 shot from the Zeta either. All right.
That was a mistake.
Well, I mean, I think this was the most predictable move, right? This is why Avenger came in like this.
I would probably have turned away with Hollow.
Yeah, I would have turned away with Hollow 4 turns ago, but here we are.
Yeah, but unfortunately, with the time clicking, with only 5 turns left and 4 ships on the board, you have to ideally kill.
What's that, Tommy?
Turn's accurate.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was turn 8.
Yes, Randy, Muse is dead. Ben meant Hollow.
Yeah, sorry, I keep saying Muse instead of Hollow. I meant Hollow. Anyway, I pretty much figured. I pretty much figured it was going to be 1 hard. So I think if you're Muse, your only chance here is to get Avenger off the board before Avenger fires. So
strain? Are you insane?
Yeah, because he wants to target lock and kill Avenger. So he's going to target lock focus. Yeah, he might, but you have to kill Avenger. You're in this position where you have to kill Avenger. So, right? Is there any other option here?
When you're down. No, I totally agree. When you're down on points and you're down in the match, you have to, in order to come back to win, you have to take the riskier play.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it means you just die faster. But if your risk pays off, then you get back into the game. But that's the only way. If you take conservative plays, you're just going to lose, but slowly.
Yep. Yeah, his time to get Hollow the F out of dodge was 4 turns ago, right? That hand's been played, so Hollow all in on Avenger. Yep.
So Daniel, how come you never flew your Hollow by itself into my arcs?
Because I know the Hollow needs to pass tokens to do its thing.
As your counsel, I advise you not to answer that question.
Okay, that's a start.
That
Hit crit.
is, yep.
There's all the paint.
And, you know, to be honest, again, Bobby opened himself up to this by target
There
locking
you
rather
go.
than focusing, right? If he focused
Yep,
here,
if you focus, he
he's
lives.
still alive.
Well, it depends on
He
crit,
might have
but yeah, there's a
anticipated the
chance.
turn away, to be honest.
I don't think with an aggressive too hard like that, he had anticipated a turn away. Because if he did, he would have focus boosted. And in fact, honestly, a focus boost means he would have blocked Muse, or sorry, not Muse, Hollow, and then Zeta would have killed him. But
I think it's a damage sensor array.
now, when Zeta does roll, you know, 2 hits and on 2 defense dice, poor Aaron blanks out here.
No, Aaron's gonna roll focus on defense. It's gonna be tragic.
I mean, ultimately, again, like,
Yeah.
I think Bobby was this aggressive because Bobby's playing with house money here. He doesn't really have to do that much damage going forward. But he does have to be careful he doesn't just, you know, throw the game away.
Yeah.
So backdraft into TN. This is why I kind of thought the sloop the other direction would have been a better play. That's a great roll for backdraft and a bad roll for TN.
I don't think TN has rolled yet.
No,
Now TN has rolled.
why didn't backdraft spin the focus? Oh, I have no idea what just happened there.
I
He locked.
think he did. He just maybe
Or
forgot
no.
to hit the button.
Maybe he pressed the button. Yeah.
Well, there's a target lock out there, so I wonder. I don't know.
The focus is also gone. The target lock was from the round before.
Okay. Okay, he did
There you
spin
go,
the
just
focus.
low.
Okay. So the Natty Evade will save TN here, at least
Sounds
until.
like TN is doing a lot of rolling, or Aaron is rolling a lot before Bobby finishes.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep quiet about that because that is super my pet peeve.
All right, can TN?
Oh, gee.
Ooh,
There's
there you
the
go.
double hit. That. Oh
It's a
man.
range
I'm gonna say
2.
I called it.
Range 2.
Yeah, range 2.
Yeah, range 2.
Focus,
All right.
focus.
He
No, it's fine. Nope.
lives.
Too many dice. Too many dice.
Why?
Strain.
And
No. This is
This is Tina into
this
ZSP.
is TN into ZSP.
That is correct.
Apologize, Rick. Apologize.
I thought it was Bobby's roll as well.
Yeah,
That's
there's
good
a
that
1.
he's good that he stripped that focus though.
Yep. This is the focus.
super
So
clutch.
2.
Oh no!
It goes in.
Oh,
So
brutal.
much for recovering above half points.
And if I'm hollow, you don't really want to be weapons disabled next turn.
no.
Look forward to.
Well, this next turn TN could come in and take the weapon disabled from this position,
true.
so that's a possibility.
Well, Hollow might just 5 yeet after the Saint Jameis. No, you don't, because he has 6 health
No.
and a target lock, so the
Yep.
Talon roll is safe. Turn to the right, barrel roll block, backdraft. Does that hit the rock?
Don't think it hits the rock. I mean, both players have been dodging rocks all game, except for Muse. Except for Muse the first turn.
All right, guys, I gotta run for a minute. I'll be back.
this is my video now. That didn't work. I'm sorry. I give up. Okay, so creating content. Tommy. No, Daniel. Tell me what Hollow does.
You cut out there. Tell you what?
Tell me what Hollow does.
So Hollow says at the beginning of engagement, you must transfer one of your tokens to another friendly ship
don't
at
need-
range.
What do you do with Hollow this turn?
Oh, well, you gotta specify.
What
Make
maneuver
your
does
questions
Hollow
more
do?
specific. Versus what Hollow does is that what the ship ability does. I was gonna turn to the fly better group and just
Damn
look at
it.
all the ship abilities. Hollow, yeah, I agree. Yeets and just a 5 forward and tries to take out Backdraft or the Simus Jamis Engineer.
Do you 5
yeah,
straight or 3 straight?
5.
Okay.
That way you try and get out
Or
of
whatever
the
your fastest is.
ZSP as much as possible.
Okay, now question. Tommy, do you predict this and 2 bank the Zeta Squadron?
I was thinking 3 hard with the Zeta Squadron. You either block Hollow or Hollow has to shoot the ZSP.
Where you land on the rock and die?
Yeah.
Yeah, that 3 hard looks like a rock.
Back to my original question. Do you 2 bank and call the Hollow Yeet, or do you 4K and just see what happens, or do you, what do you do?
No, you go for the
two
block.
2 bank is safe. 2
Yeah.
bank and token up.
Okay.
2 bank, evade,
Okay.
and then backdraft. You probably just do the
Backdraft
1
does
bank,
like
1 or 2 bank.
a 1 bank or a 2 bank and then focus and rotate.
Yeah.
Now,
And then
does
the
the
Sinar
And then
Mark
the,
and Tina fit?
I'm gonna say yes.
It fits. Yeah, but then you have to force a barrel.
Yeah, which is why I think the 1 hard for the 1 bank for backdraft makes more sense. And the Sinar Jameson's is gonna talon roll and down, down toward the board and push.
Yeah,
Center
or-
James, Talon
or
left
4K.
right?
4K.
4K? Does a 4K fit? Yeah,
4K
it
fits.
does. 4K
Can
fits.
confirm.
Yeah, 4K.
Trust
Or
me on
if
red
you're-
maneuvers near the board edge.
No. Or if you're trying to dodge Hollow's arc because he's the other way. I don't know.
The thing is, you don't really need to dodge Hollow's arc because you're
Oh.
full health, so you can
Yeah, that's
tank a
true.
shot. Oh,
Yeah.
a hard
Yeah.
one.
So maybe Bobby takes a lock. No, he already has a lock. Don't know what he does.
Bobby take the pot shot here. 5 straight.
I think
boost,
he's
or 5 straight target
um
lock boost.
Is he expecting Hollow to run?
I think he's trying to go there to
Yeah.
prevent Hollow from running to the bottom
Okay.
left. And he's Hollow did like a hard 2 or hard.
Yeah. He's essentially just closing
Hollow
off the other
weapons
lane.
disabled. I did not notice that.
Yeah, he got his shield back.
Ah.
Hollow 2 hard to the right. Or Hollow 1 bank
Yeah.
to the right. There we go. Hollow 1 bank to the right. Now that we've seen
Tien just
maneuvers.
Tries.
Oh, wow. Wow. Raise your hand if you saw that coming.
Nope.
I didn't
I mean,
expect
it's
the
it's
TN to
perfect
go
position
that fast.
to go
Yeah.
against TN.
I didn't expect either one of those FOs to go that direction.
Now when Hollow turns right. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Just stay there. Don't rotate. If you see a shot like that, don't rotate.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh no!
Bobby, you are a god.
You I guess at this point you evade.
You
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 evade.
evade, yeah.
It more or less guarantees life. I give Aaron permission to say woof.
took a target lock with a
Yep,
deplete.
with the deplete,
Smart.
yep. And so
Smart. It's a target lock.
and then ooh,
Oh, and
I don't know if I like that.
No.
On a scale of 1 to don't like, I give that a 12.
Yeah, I think he was fine just where he was and just evade and then give the deplete to someone else.
I think he wishes
Yeah.
that I think he wishes Hollow had a Daredevil or something right now.
No, because that's post boost.
But
A
no.
hard boost
What I'm
wouldn't
saying
have
is,
that.
I bet you he wishes he could one hard boost instead of one bank boost right there.
I think that might land you on a rock.
You know what? YOLO. But also, yes. Unfortunately, I don't think this is game this turn. I think it's game next turn.
Oh,
That's
nope.
game.
That's game. More blanks.
GG.
Jeez. So many blanks.
All right, Rick, you
Alright.
better go console Aaron after this.
No kidding. I can't edit the spreadsheet.
It's fine. Just leave it.
Still no
I can
evades.
solo this list, right?
Yeah. Oh man.
F's in the chat. F's in the chat, everybody. Pay your respects to Hollow. Oh man, that's bad. Well, what do you think? 3 bank to the left from Tina?
Just
Yeah,
get off
like
the
a
board.
2 bank left.
No.
You
I'm
can't
saying
really
just try to get
do
off the
anything
board.
else.
Just 3 bank left. See if that gets
Oh,
you off the board.
5 forward. 5 forward
forward.
straight.
Yeah. So backdraft 3 bank right. We're on turn 9. Backdraft 3 bank right. Beta 2. No. 5 straight. Does Bobby move first or does Aaron move first? Aaron moves first. Yeah, Zeta 2 hard to the right. Signer Jameis 3 or 4 straight focus boost. Yeah, it's a death trap for Tina. For this world.
3. Yep. Keeps the stress because I assume he'll boost focus or focus boost. Sorry.
Or focus barrel roll. Probably boost. I would boost if I were him.
Nope. Barrel roll.
Barrel roll. Okay. Grab a focus from the party. Oh. Oh! Yeah. Double. I like it. I don't, but I respect it. Yep, there's Tina just consigning her fate.
And was not able to activate her ability a single time this game.
Which is why she's alive. Otherwise she'd be dead. He has just advanced optics. Delayed fuses. Things are not looking good for Tina.
I think Bobby dialed in the wrong 3 bank.
Oh. Yeah, I think you put it the wrong way.
You want to put F in the chat for Bobby's maneuvering?
He also typed in. He also typed in wrong Wang.
Oh.
Welcome to the Militant Casual stream where we are super professional.
And for some reason, the undo is only typing wrong Wang over and over again. There it goes.
Stop typing.
For those of you watching, for those of you watching, I hope you are amused because this is great. Also, Aaron being a gentleman and letting Bobby fix his dial. Oh, that's
Is he being a gentleman, or is he just trying to end things?
Potato, potato, it doesn't matter. What did Tina do for an action?
Barrel roll.
Got it.
You were
So
too
Tina
fixated
doesn't
on the
die
Wang.
here. Do you 5 straight off the table?
I would have.
Well, Tina's
Oh,
probably
dear Lord.
Take the focus. Yep.
Yeah, it's dead.
Roll
And
them 4 dice.
GG.
That's dead. That's a crit. What do we got? It's
Fuel
a
leak.
fuel leak! I
Well,
think
the fuel
the
is all over the
fuel
place at this point.
lines are indeed going to be broken and leaky once the ship is destroyed and the fuel lines are no longer attached to an engine.
All right, guys, let's pop in.
Now
over
we
there.
got to create content until Ben gets back. Think no Avengers off the table. We got to update points at some point.
We do. So someone can do the math.
Yeah, I can do the math.
Oh, you know what? We can't change rooms without Ben around. I'll go ahead and pop over there and let them know that Ben is away for a second, and we'll.
Wait, no, Tommy. You can drag them to our room.
Oh, I can. Give me a sec.
Okay. All right, so my quick math shows 78 to 200. That seems like a very solid win for our man Bobby Ott, the real fun Bobby. Unfortunately, Aaron succumbed to what we call diceritis. It's where your opponent rolls better dice than you.
Rick is an expert on that.
Yep.
All right, guys. I've moved you to our stream room because
It is AFK.
Ben is AFK, and that's the only way we can get you guys on stream.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Did Ben fall asleep watching us?
We have no idea. He's been gone for the last turn the last turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm about ready to pass out though.
You feeling old?
Yeah.
Are we still
I had
streaming?
four
He's
beers.
still streaming.
Because Ben's not around to stop us.
Also,
Excellent.
I am
wait,
four and a
hold
half
on.
drinks deep, baby.
So we have free reign on the stream to say whatever we want.
However,
True,
I think
sir. True.
The golden key.
I think it might be 4 people watching. It might mean that only Brian Webb and Randy are still watching.
True.
Oh well, shout out Brian Webb and Randy. Thank you for watching.
All of our MCs watching the idiocy that goes on.
Yeah.
So, Aaron, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
On a scale of 1 to hammering your dice, where are you at?
It's been the last 3 games where I've been rolling critical blank outs.
Oh, have you considered just not rolling green dice?
Yeah. Well, the problem with that is then you don't get to roll the red dice.
Oh, that's a good point. It's a very good point. So, what are your thoughts on the game?
It's fun flying around some rocks.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much that's just my strategy going forward. Since my list has no teeth, I'm just going to circle around rocks, make people really confused.
Fair. I dig it. What would you do differently next time if you could replay this game with perfect knowledge?
I don't know. I don't even remember, to be honest.
Watch the replay and study and look.
Yeah,
and go,
there you go.
I should have gone here.
Study everything.
And Aaron, actually, this is the perfect time to ask you. So I know that you've been to some local Bay Area tournaments recently. How long have you been playing X-Wing?
I've only actually been to 2 tournaments, but since 2nd edition, that's it.
Okay. And then where's your home store?
Mountain View.
Okay. Okay, so you're a Mountain View guy. Cool. Okay. So good to know, because we were talking at the beginning and I mentioned that I'd seen your name before and I thought I'd seen you at some placing decently at tournaments recently.
Oh no, definitely not.
Okay.
It must be a different Arnold. No,
Okay.
I've only even participated in I think 2, and that was back when it first started, and all I had was X-Wings and TIE Fighters.
You know what? 5 X-Wings isn't a bad list right now.
True.
Well, no, this was back when I was flying basically the hyperspace list before hyperspace was actually being used in tournaments.
Got it. Okay.
So and now I refuse to fly hyperspace now because I'm so bitter about it.
COVID-19 has taken care of that.
Yeah.
True.
Now
Yeah,
we fly whatever Yasby tells us to fly.
Right. It's actually fun because I'm actually seeing ships I've never seen on the table.
Okay, what's your go-to faction?
I'm basically just working my way through all the ships. Every time I come to the store, I was just building a list around a ship I haven't flown to try to figure it out.
So of the
So
ships
I've
you've flown
pretty
so
much
far,
worked my way through the Rebels for the most part, the Resistance, and the Empire. I haven't really touched Scum or First Order outside of this.
Okay. What's your favorite chassis so far?
Favorite chassis? I actually like the TIE Baron quite a bit. I just definitely would have picked different upgrades on them.
Fair. You didn't necessarily get great upgrades on that stuff.
Yeah, mostly I'm just trying to get the trick shot to proc, which I did not manage to do this entire game.
Who's trick shot on?
The Hollow.
You got it off once, but it
Okay.
didn't really do you any good.
Yeah,
And-
the very first game, I got an amazing trick shot that basically took out a TIE Reaper in one shot. Since then, he hasn't done much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember.
The problem with trick shot is you got to remember you take it when you can get it, but don't force it because you'll put yourself in bad positions to get a good shot. And if you
Yeah.
start thinking with trick shot ahead that way, that if you get it, great. If you don't, you shouldn't put yourself in a bad position to get a trick shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Bobby, congrats
I
on the
didn't-
win.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts?
He helped me put all the rocks in a nice little corner, and as we kept piling them over there, I'm like, yeah, let's move some out a little bit. Because at first I was like, oh, let's just pile them up and fly through it, and then we flew through it anyway. So that was fun. And the fact that I think Muse was the only one who hit a rock and was forced to go over it twice was not too shabby.
Yeah,
So-
that was not an ideal situation for Muse.
No, and it was a good place to sit and just kind of fly around the rocks. And I probably should have turned around my Sinar Jameis earlier instead of flying 5 straight and getting out of dodge, because it was at full health and could have afforded to take some abuse. And
All of us were really confused why you 2-hearted focus boost instead of 3 taloning.
I don't recall.
Okay.
There were a couple of beers, and it was like, oh, that seems better. I think I wanted the focus for defense rather than just talon rolling somewhere. In case of, positioning and being in a bad spot and taking a shot, I'd rather have the focus for defense. And I think I was just playing a little more conservatively than I tend to play, because you know me, I like red maneuvers. I don't care.
You wanted a token. Got it.
I was like, I'll take a token for defense, and just in case I'm getting shot at, and we'll see what happens.
All right.
Okay.
I put everything into the dice analyzer,
Oh, excellent.
and so Aaron's green dice evades. 19 were expected. He got 17.
Ooh.
Focuses were 12 and 3/4. He got 10. Blanks. He was expecting 19. There were 24.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Ouch.
And every
About what
single
it
one of
feels
those-
like.
And every single one of those blank outs seemed to come against
Came with
Like a full set of hits, yeah.
And you said Aaron destroyed 78?
Yeah.
I'm putting it into the thing right now.
That's an all of Avenger and half of Zeta.
A little more than half.
Yeah, the dice were definitely in my favor for once. I'm not used to seeing dice that look like that.
So Aaron, before you watch the stream, I should tell you, I have a personal bias against Hollow. The rest of your list I'm okay with, but Hollow needed to die.
What's the bias against Hollow?
Because Hollow wrecked
Because,
him last night.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
He discovered
his
he discovered that Vader versus Hollow is not to his advantage.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, I do like Hollow.
Vader,
And I was
yeah,
just...
Vader target locks Hollow, and Hollow says, "Nope, go away, target lock."
Yeah, Hollow says, I don't feel like taking 3 dice in a crit. I'm sorry.
Well, and a few times there, I was expecting Avenger, Zeta to die and Avenger to get an action, and Zeta was like, "No, I'm not going to die here." Like, but
They're like, no, you can roll evades. It's okay.
yeah, he rolled evades. I'm like, wow, this is not my normal. I'm counting on him to die, so I get another action, so that on a subsequent turn I kill something.
I feel like every time Bobby expects the Zeta to die, it won't.
Yeah, true.
And when he expects
every
it to
time
live,
it dies.
Flies it off the board.
Yes, exactly.
now here's the question: is flying something off the board count as it dying and trigger Avenger?
Yes.
We ruled yes.
Really? I was saying that facetiously.
No, a ship is destroyed. When a ship is destroyed, and when you fly off the board,
it's counted as fleeing, though, right? And they said it's treated as destroyed
yes.
for scoring purposes.
Wherever we looked at it, and I don't remember now because I'm 3 beers in.
I'm just gonna raise my hand and yell at the top of my lungs, "Judge!"
I am the
It all
judge,
depends on the wording.
and at this moment I don't give a shit. So
Well, I didn't fly anything off the board this time, so I'm good. I didn't have to worry about it.
so that's my judge ruling. Do not give a shit.
I liked you guys pointing out my 3 bank to me. That was very nice. Thank you.
Yeah. And
Yeah, we were
all
like,
just
did we
we were all
miss
just like,
something
did
there?
that clear? That couldn't have cleared. How did that clear?
It cleared pretty too.
And
Yeah,
then
it
so
had
I
plenty
was
of
like,
room.
wait, I can go get a template for this and show. And so I did.
Oh, okay.
Show me how pretty it looks.
Well, really show our viewers how pretty it looked, basically.
Well, that too.
Stop rolling
That
dice.
was on
Oh,
my evade.
it wasn't Rick this time. I'm not gonna
No, it was me this
chastise
time. I
Aaron.
was like, that's where all my evades went, right there.
They're right there.
I know, really?
They were just waiting.
Use all of those.
If you could have just kept your ships alive one more turn, you would have gotten all those evades.
Yeah.
Damn it, Bobby.
Dice stats
Okay.
are going into the Discord.
Of Hank Hill. Dang it, Bobby.
All right,
No,
so any last
dropping.
thoughts folks have on this game? Anything folks want to share?
Limiting my alcohol to not excessive sometimes works.
Fair.
I want to cast while drinking more often.
I'm pretty sure we need to just have a drunk Jank League.
Oh, come on, guys. We're not OCX. We don't have to do that every fucking time.
No. I want to see OCX look shamed by us.
Yeah, but that doesn't work when one guy is getting seriously trashed, but it's on Corona and Blue Moon, which is Rick.
Hey. I added Fireball and Golden Gate Cider to that mix, and next time it'll be wine.
Oh, man. All right, well,
Rick,
with that...
I'm ashamed of you.
With that said, thanks, everybody, for tuning in to this stream. Thank you to Rick and Daniel and Tommy for helping me commentate. Thank you to Bobby and to Aaron for giving us a very entertaining show. We'll be back sometime later this week, I'm sure, with another stream. I know that we're going to try to get Tommy versus Brandon on the stream, and that will probably be a drunk cast. So if that's what you're tuning in for, to see what embarrassing crap we say while tipsy, or to make fun of Rick for what a lightweight he is, come back for that one. All right.
Just send me real alcohol. I just don't want to go to the grocery store.
Tommy,
okay, wait, hold on. Are you out of moonshine already?
No, I still have plenty of that. I have a hard time getting that past my esophagus.
Oh, jeez. All right, I'm going to end the stream. This doesn't have to be on the stream.